Hello, my fellow Americans. I know my videos are usually political, and that absolutely makes sense because I'm running for president. That's not what I'm aiming for in this video. There'll be some politics screwed in every once in a while. Hopefully I keep it to the end. That's my intent, is to keep it out of this video as much as possible, because the main aim of today's video is about donating. And for the too long, didn't read kind of crowd, the short and long of this video is just get out there and do something nice for somebody else. When I say donating, it doesn't need to be financial. I'm not asking people to give up money. Because right now, I mean, the economy fell off with COVID and hasn't really recovered. Not everybody has finances to just give. A lot of people are in real need, and that applies not just to this year, not just to this time of year. That's all the time. There are always those in need. It's an unending state because we as humans, as a society, are greedy, and we have people that have more wealth than 100 generations could ever use, while we have children that starve and go homeless. But again, I'm trying to keep this non-political. So we're going to steer back on that because that's the direction we're taking with that. Just do something for somebody that's nice. And so I've tried to record this several times, and usually I am a one and done take kind of person, but I get most of the way through this video and I just say something and it kind of makes me grit my teeth because I don't like the way it comes across. And that's why I'm stressing that it doesn't need to be a financial thing, because a lot of what I hit into when I got later in the video was the financial side of it, and it made me grit my teeth and I hated it. So please bear with me because I'm trying to make this the last take. But I'm going to stumble through it and I might stutter some, and really I want to leave that in to a certain degree because I want the humanity behind this video to remain intact. I want the soul of this video. I don't want it to seem produced. I don't want it to seem rehearsed. I don't want anybody to look at this and be like, wow, that almost seemed choreographed, because that's not the intent. And that's not at all what I ever want. I want the sincerity of it. But again, I do digress. This isn't about me. This isn't about the politics. This is about the donating. Time, money, whatever you can afford to. The reason, the spurring of this video is because every year this radio station in my area, 96.1 KISS FM, does a collection called Stuff-A-Bus for the Marines Toys for Tots. The short version of it is they take donations all week long, the week after Thanksgiving, and they fill school buses with toys. Those toys get donated to the Marine Toys for Tots, and it helps a lot of families in and around the Pittsburgh area. So I bring it up because, and this is going to go into me a little bit, every year I try and donate. And here is the part of the video I have stumbled on so many times because it's so hard to phrase properly, and it's so hard not to look like I'm, hey, look at me, and that's not what I want. So please excuse it if it comes across like that, because that is not at all the intent. This year in particular, I made a substantial donation. Every year I try and give a little. This year I made a quite large one. And that is, to a certain degree, look. The reason behind that in here, politics, notice. I'm running for president, as anybody watching this would already know. I cannot compete with the propaganda machines that are the Democrat and Republican Party. If I tried to go toe-to-toe with them, I would lose. I don't have the money. Nor do I want the money. I want to underline that right now. I do not, absolutely under any circumstance, do not want anybody to donate money to my campaign. Circling back to that, that is the point of this video. If you are going to donate, please, if for some reason I spur you to action, remember my name. If you want to help me, tell people my name. Say Adam Patsy for president. Say that. But if you want to do something financial, take that money and help somebody. Don't find a charity that is a good nonprofit, not one of those ones that says they're nonprofit and makes money behind the scenes. Find a good charity. Donate that money. Is there a family in need? Is their house burned down? They were robbed. They, they're working, or the father and mother, or whatever the family situation dynamic may be. They just lost one of the parents. They just lost their job. They need help to just get by. Take your money and do that. Do good with that money. And that is what I'm trying to point at here. I'm not trying to be, look at me. I don't want people to see this donation and be like, oh, he just did that so people would talk about him. To a small degree, yes, I have to compete. That's the only way to get my name out there. And also, I have been saying since the start, I want to help people. This is me holding true to my word. This is me showing in a way, because I can do a million things behind the scenes and it will completely be swept under the rug and go unnoticed, and everybody will continue to go, well, you say that, but where's the proof? This is the proof. I hate doing it though. I hate it. But this is the proof. This is me showing that when I say I want to help people, I want to help people. Now, I've gotten a little sidetracked, which often happens in my videos, and I apologize for that. So we're going to take a small step back. I did this not entirely so I can point and be like, look what I did. There is a huge, huge chance I will go nowhere with this campaign beyond I'm campaigning. There's a huge chance that the number of people that see this video I can count on one hand. There is a very, very small chance that anything comes of this presidency, this presidential campaign. But if nothing else, that money that I donated, instead of it going towards ads, that money went towards a good cause. If nothing else comes of my campaign, that money goes towards ads. And do not be mistaken. Even if I am never in the public eye beyond these videos, even if I'm never in the public eye at all, I will continue to do what good I can with where I am in life. If I'm elected president, I intend on doing even more good. I intend on taking as much as I can and helping as much as I can. But again, I digress. This is not meant to be a look at me. This is meant as a look at yourself. And again, this is all parts that I struggled through. The number of times I tried to record this and I got into these parts where I'm talking about the financials, the number of times that I had to restart this video is mind-boggling. And if I could show the takes, the video would be probably 5 times as long, because I got in and I get to these parts and it's just terrible. So as I have said a number of times through this, I donated this money, and I don't think anybody should put themselves in a hard position by doing that. I saved this money with intent of it going towards my campaign, and I found out that that didn't need to go to ads. That I could spend that money on nonprofits. Now, there's one thing I'd like to put out there, because I never officially made this as campaign money. This is still personal donations. I Just putting that on the video because I don't want, there's a lot of laws around campaign funding, and I don't want this to come back and bite me in the butt where they're like, this is unclaimed funds. Why didn't you claim these campaign funds? That's a federal offense. I don't want in trouble for a federal offense. This is my personal money. It was set aside for the campaign. It never got made as a personal donation to my campaign. They're related, but they're also separated for the legal recourse of it. Now, again, sorry, I just had to get that out of the way because I don't want my political enemies to attack me with this. I don't want to be in some sort of federal legal trouble because of this. It would really suck to be trying to do good and then end up in trouble with the law because of, you know, technical campaign laws. Anyways. Sorry, I apologize for that long tangent. I apologize that it's off subject. I apologize that I have repeated myself many, many times in this video. Like I said, I've recorded a lot of times. I just wanted to get it across this time. I want to get it out there. Do not put yourself in a bad financial situation trying to donate money. If you can donate money, do so. If you cannot, there's no big... Don't beat yourself up that you're not in a financial situation. To do, like, some people are on the side where they can give. Others are on the side where they need to receive. And there is no shame in being on that side of things. And to a slight offshoot of the whole donating thing, if you are in that position, if you need help, do not be afraid to ask for help. Friends, family, charities, if you need help, seek it out. And that applies to all things in life, honestly. Again, I apologize for how hectic this video is, and that kind of fits the scheme of things. When I go, I always in these videos try and speak from the heart. I want to be natural for everybody. I want anybody who watches these videos to see me for me. I want to be as open and honest as I can. I honestly hate multiple takes because I feel like that takes away from the genuineness of it. I feel like when I do multiple takes, it's not the same. You're not getting that first time I say it, that real natural me. You're not getting those screw-ups where I say things wrong and I stutter and I stumble and I'm trying to compose my thoughts in the moment. I want to be as genuine as possible. And that's why this is just the mess it is. And why I've, even in the last handful of sentences, repeated the same thing several times. That's the way it is. That's who any of us are. We're human. This little bit at the end takes away from my main point, though. So we're gonna step back again. We're throwing politics out. We're going back to the main point of this video one last time before I try and wrap it up. Just whatever you can do for someone else. Whatever little selfless act. Because sometimes it's the small things. Sometimes it is the bigger stuff. I'm sure, my donation this year, that is probably going to help a lot of families. And that makes me feel good. And I think that's the payoff of it. Everybody, when you help somebody, you should feel good about that. But that's not the only reason I do it. That's not the only reason anybody should do it. If you have, you should help the have-nots. If you can, you should. And if it doesn't put you yourself in a bad place, go out of your way sometimes. again, I am so sorry for the cluster this is. But I really, this of all videos, I wanted to be as true as it could. Because this video, even with the scattered politics of it, and even with the, you know, hey, spread my name stuff, that's, like I said from the start, that's not what this video is. This video is, it's meant to inspire. And I mean, who really gets inspired by the guy who's stuttering and stumbling and losing his train of thought and going off on tangents the whole way through the video? And here's, again, another tangent right after I mentioned tangents. I want everybody to know this is who I am. This, if I would get elected, this is the president they're electing. I'm not disingenuous. I'm not somebody who's putting on a mask to look like some high and proper, holier-than-thou character. I am human. I have flaws. And I think that's the leadership we need. I think we need genuine leadership in this country. I think we need somebody who can lead with honesty and be who they are and show everybody that it is okay not to be perfect. And by no means do I think any politician is perfect. I mean, you can look at all the time the screw-ups, but they always try and put on that facade. And I hate that. I want to be the leader that people know going in. I know my flaws. I address my flaws. I am okay with my flaws, and every single person should be okay with their flaws. But again, I said I was going off on a tangent. Here we are. Last time, I promise. Last time. Just do something nice for somebody. Not just during this time of year, but year-round. Make it a point to do something for somebody other than yourself. That's it. Please. Don't look at this video and see the me side of it that there have been parts of about Adam Patsy. Look at this video and see everyone else. See all the people. See all the potential to do better for this world. Thank you for putting up with this mess of a video, and I hope that at least somebody will feel inspired by it, if nothing else, to just, even if it's, you know, help somebody up who fell, literally or metaphorically. If that's all that comes out of this video, if that's all that comes out of my presidential campaign, I'm fine with that. So thank you for bearing with me through this and every video you might happen to watch.